Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Transform You Live show, the only show where you can make real life and business transformation, harnessing the power of optimism, hope, and faith. So, Transformers, you might have went through some changes in your life before. You might have had some circumstances that came up. You might be going through a situation right now. Well, I got an awesome story that I want to share with you today. I got a very, important guest that I want to bring on for you and introduce you to and hope that you get to know as well as I got a chance to get to know on the other side. She was introduced to me through Miranda, who was just recently on the show to bring forth the docu series Pink Confinement. We're going to be talking with Shannon Jordan today on the show. She did about 10 years for an armed robbery and was sent to an Atlanta prison to serve out that time, and she's going to tell us a bit of her story and how she has grown from that. So let's bring on Shannon. How's it going today, Shannon?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to be able to talk with you.
Yes, and thank you for having me.
Yes, excellent. So Shannon, I got a chance to kind of casually, share a little bit about you, and get people to know you. But in your own words, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Shannon Jordan. I am from Atlanta, Georgia, and I am 35 years old. I'm a Gemini, and I'm glad to be alive today. And also, I'm glad to be a part of this transformation for the women's. We need to be heard too, not in a bad way, but we also have a story to tell. We want to live, we want to eat, we want our second chance. So I'm here for it.
Yeah, outstanding. So just let's just get right off into it. Uh, you've been out now for how many years?
In June, it'll be 4 years.
Oh, God bless. Yeah, that's been time goes by definitely. So thinking back 4 years ago, and so we say about it put you about like 14 years ago when you when you got sentenced and you had to go in.
Mhm.
What was the initial thoughts and and was there you know anything that took you back to just the initial crime that say that it gave you some regrets.
Well, I never regretted what I did because I actually appreciated. After what I did, I appreciate who I am today.
Right.
So, um, it's just like saying, like, what I'm saying. I guess, I was blind all out there before I
Hmm.
did what I did, and I was caught up in the wrong places that I did not belong, and that I wasn't raised to be around. So, it just was a young kid searching, and I was searching in the wrong spots.
Right.
Um, but do I regret it? I do not regret it. I'm actually thankful because I'm not a product of my environment. I am still Shannon, but I'm not a product of my environment. That's not the way I live anymore. I'm not of the streets or do the things that I used to do.
Yeah. So how old was you when you went in as a young woman?
I was 19 turning 20.
Yeah. So you missed a real good length of your 20s.
I mean,
um yeah. Yeah. So during that experience, while you were in there, um, there's usually some adjustments that's got to be made. Uh, what was the first adjustment that you noticed? Was it mentally, or just being able to just get used to the environment on the outside?
like when you're facing 10 years or more, you automatically got to know that you cannot continue to live in the free world, continue to keep your mind thinking that you're going to be free. Yeah, you will be free, but that's after
Yeah.
10 years. So automatically, when I was told what my time was, I had to shift my mind. It was a mind, it was a mental thing, transforming your mental into the institution and living in there. Like that was your home and that's where you're gonna be. So every day I woke up for prison because that's where
Right.
I had to be. I didn't wake up. I didn't think about anything on the streets unless I wanted to talk to my people or whatever. But I was living for prison because I had 10 years to do, and I didn't want to just go out bad. Thinking about something I can't have control over. So yeah,
Yeah, and there's no way really to prepare for that, right? When you find out that, like, man, I got to do 10, a 10 bid.
hmm I mean, when you first hear it, you be like, be sad and crying and all of that, but then
Hmm.
once you got to do it, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like you're gonna have to just that's enough crying. Get up and be prepared. And just take every day. Just every day you gotta take it slow, and every day ain't gonna be a good day in there. So I ain't gonna say that I had the perfect days in there because some days I wake up in a bad mood, crying or
Yeah.
feeling frustrated, ready to go out. You know what I mean? It's never for nobody to feel like that's their home, but I
Hmm.
mean, like, of course, having to turn my mind into there, I had to because then that right there will make you crazy all alone. But did I have bad days? Yes, I had a lot of bad days in there. I was ready to go home.
Do you feel like that's like one of the biggest like things you can like take in like and really apply to like life, and like that there's good and bad days, and and
Yeah,
and, and having gone through just that, and
yes,
being able to be strong, come out of that,
exactly.
it makes you even stronger for what's out here.
He's stronger for what's out here because I just know that I'm gonna hear a lot of no's before I hear that one yes. But once I hear that
Yeah.
one yes, it's gonna be the best yes that I deserve, that I desire
Right.
and I deserve. So yeah, it's the getting out, wanting to get a job, wanting to do right and live and be at peace. And once they run your background, boom, it's a turn down. It's a no. You know what I'm saying? So, it makes you strong. Yeah, you go into like, you know, is it hope for me? Even though I believe that once you do your time for your crime, you should be able to have a second chance. Everybody deserve a second
Yeah.
chance once you do the time. It's not like my time wasn't went unnoticed and I didn't do time for my crime, but I
Right.
did time, so I should be able to come out here and anything that I put my mind to, I should be able to get or go get. You get what I'm saying? Since
Yeah.
I should be a new citizen in America again, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's like one of the things that like really people don't talk about enough, and especially like for like for women prisoners, when they come back,
Hmm.
uh, how much harder it is to transition back into the out world, because you got this record following you, and it's like they're not really giving you credit that you served the time. They just looking at what the charge is.
Exactly.
And I can imagine how much harder that is for a woman.
Oh yeah.
um because man, we got certain survival things that we
Mm-hmm.
kind of equipped with, but for women, what has what has your struggle look like, what have you done to kind of kind of fight through it?
Well, first of all, when I first got out, after trying, I went and I got certified. I was out there working on construction. I went to school for it and got certified for it. But
Hmm.
once graduated and then went to different jobs because they ran their background and stuff, I didn't get hired there. Then I tried forklift school classes. I graduated from there, got the certification for that. So after that, I tried to go to jobs, good jobs, and get in that field. And then, that was a turn down. Then one time I went to work for a call center where it was in Maryland, and we were paying bill like electricity bills, and they were on it like for 2 months. They loved it for 2 months, and
Hmm.
then they was like, "Well, we're gonna hire, after this, we're gonna hire you guys on." You know what I'm saying? But they had to do the
Hmm.
background, so they took all our information, did the background shit, and I lost my job after 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So that made me a little down. So, you know, so then I fell into depression in my house, like no hope, f it all. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because I already was trying to transition into the free world, because once you be locked up for a decade, it's a whole lot of stuff been going on out here that that,
Yeah.
that I need to be shown. You get what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so trying to do that and trying to find and trying to be better for myself and being turned down sent me into depression for about a year or so. That's how I got this big, you know what I'm saying? Because I
Right.
sit and just eat and just be depressed. So I think it was like last year, I still had my little dreams and stuff I had in my mind, and I wanted to still be eligible, get up and do something different. So something in my spirit just said, just get up and just keep trying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the more I got up, I was looking. I was like, first of all, I stayed with my girlfriend, and yeah,
Hmm.
I love my girlfriend to death, and of course I love staying with her. But at the same time, being in prison with 96 women for 10 years in a different group at in 10 years, I was ready for my own place. So I had
Yeah.
to retrain my mind to have other goals. So now I went from a
Hmm.
living arrangement. So then I went to seeking for help for a living arrangement. And then, I waited on that. That was like a year. I met with the people. That was like a year. And then, I finally got my own place. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel good. So I felt like, okay, it's some doors open. So I get up
Right.
there, at my place. Of course, like I said, with the job things, you know, I just have to, find something. I ain't currently working. I mean, I do different things. Like I be on YouTube and Bigo and different apps and stuff, talking about my story and trying to make funds on there, making meet there. But have I found a job? I haven't. You understand? I haven't. So I'm just right now, I'm at peace in my house, and you know, trying to figure out how to operate on the phone, the apps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's just maybe might be my type of job, just to talk it out. You understand what I'm saying? Because the more I talk, the more I release my stress and you
Yeah.
know, my pain.
Yeah, and that's crazy because like a lot of yeah, and it's actually I'm finding more and more like felons or just ex offenders like they find more success when they start just generate income on their own or like or getting into stuff that they more passionate about that's like tied to like their story you know
Mm-hmm.
uh you know and I really applaud you for that. And especially when you said that like you was in the house depressed, but you still looked at it like, man, you know what, God, I still believe you got something for me. I'm gonna keep pressing on. A lot of
Right.
people, don't have that type of motivation or that type of faith, that deep rooted faith that's still in within them.
Right.
So like that's real inspiring. And people need to hear that type of inspiration. Um, so like um, you mentioned that you with your girlfriend now, but before you found your girlfriend, was it hard like to date? Because I know sometimes with dating, that can be
Actually,
real
I,
hard. When you're an ex offender.
oh, sorry. I actually met my girlfriend in the penitentiary with me.
Oh, okay.
So we,
Well that worked out.
yeah, so we was in the dorm together, and we had been
Hmm.
together. She came out a whole year before I got out. So when I came, she opened her door for me.
Hmm.
Um, but we good, we be on one accord because we relate in a lot of ways because of the struggle we went through. A
Well,
little bit of
that's good. That's good relationship advice right there. Finding somebody that you can relate to. It's
yeah,
like I
yeah.
ain't been able to find nobody I can relate to that well. Yeah. So I need to
You
find somebody.
feel,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel, you feel though.
yeah,
It'll just
yeah.
happen, what I'm saying?
Right,
Because the way it happened with her, it wasn't nothing like I'm looking at her because you ain't fine. Everybody wear browns, browns.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It just
Yeah,
was
you really had to get to know her. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It was the
Right.
conversation, and
Uh-huh.
of course, conversate with many, but it just was
Right.
the conversation and all of that added up to, let's see what it is like, cause we ain't just jumping that. We did a good little 4 months of entertaining,
Mhm.
communication, and all of that, and then we were together like a year after the 4 months in prison, and she got released, and then from there she showed me she got released and dedicated, even though she was trying to get her ID card and everything
Yeah.
like that. She still turned her attention to me, to let me know, hey, I'm still in your corner. Write me, call me, make sure I had my
Yeah.
my commissary, because that's a big thing in there too, telephone and commissary, because that's how you eat, because really no one wants to eat prison food. It's not.
Nah.
I don't
Mm-mm.
care who tell you what they tell you. Prison food is nasty. It's always watered down. It's not for human consumption. It's just not good. Period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's one of the complaints that like keep happening. And I'm gonna go back to what you were saying at the beginning, but like that's one thing that government needs to really work on to make these conditions a little bit more better.
Mhm.
I know people have committed crimes, but they still are humans.
Oh yeah.
Humans
Oh,
deserve to be treated humanely. They're not animals. Nobody's an animal. When you go to other countries, their prisons are better. There's some countries that's like up to speed like us,
mhm.
as far as economic wise, and they treat their prisoners better. They even like there's prisons in China where you can bring your family to be in prison with you.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
there's no excuse as to why America, the richest country, one of the richest
Exactly.
countries in the world, treat their own people like citizens like this.
Exactly.
So yeah, but
Mhm.
the advice she was given though, and just sampling uh, what you were saying, um, yeah, just that experience, your life story is just so amazing, and even with like the part you shared about your relationship, that there's a lot that people can learn from that,
Mhm.
and really can start applying, especially if they got someone who's locked up and they don't know, like well, do I just break it off here, like what, you
Wow.
you really showing that, like even in situations like this, you can still, you know if you got that connection, you relate to the person, there's
Exactly.
no reason why you cannot continue that relationship,
Exactly.
beyond the prison,
Exactly.
so yeah. So we got about like a minute left, like, is there anything out there that you would like to tell the audience, or like what, just maybe some advice, for other young women, um who just going through it right now, and like if they may come face to face with like making an important decision that can, like, maybe possibly land them some time, you know or they might be facing time, so just some good advice for them, what can you tell them?
That trouble don't last always, and no matter what the situation is, everything is gonna always be all right. Um, keep your head focused, and if it's something like doing time, just always put God first in the midst of your time, and He's gonna give you that peace, so you may be able to go through there and get a little understanding and be at peace and where your situation may be. But I advise you, if you're not there, it's hard to, it's easy to get in trouble and it's hard to get out. And so what I would
Mm-hmm.
tell you, if you have dreams on what you want to do in life, whether it's being a masseuse, uh, a hairdresser, whatever you want to do, put your energy into your dreams and believing in that before you fall short of what the street may have for you out here, because it's easily to get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? All I'm gonna tell you is that it's easy to get into, it's hard to get out of. And prison is not no place for no one to be. Look at me. I'm still trying. I'm still
Yeah.
trying. I'm still trying to make it. I'm still waiting on my yes. I still have no's right now. And it's almost 4 years that I've been out. So, with that one yes, I know it's gonna be the best yes, you know what I'm saying? Cause like
Mm-hmm.
me, I've always grew up, I like to act. So I'm looking for Tyler Perry to see me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, like give me give me in the show for a prison ministry with the women. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let us get in there. Like, we'll show you something different, because I used to be in the drama class. They have all of that in prison. I used to be in the acting
Yeah.
class and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna tell you guys is stay focused and live your dream, and always put God first.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. And Tyler Perry, another shout out to you. We got you on the we trying to get you some get your attention. We got some ladies out that need to get introduced to you. So
Right.
another
Again.
thing, audience, Shannon's interview that she did for Pink Confinement is on YouTube, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So you guys want to
Oh,
go search, yeah. And what else? What you gonna say?
it- It's telling my whole story
Mhm.
from how my life was before prison and what sent me to prison and how it is after prison.
Yeah. So you guys only got a sample today, so yeah, this was just a sample.
Yeah, sample. Go check it out.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. I can't wait to the whole series is done. So I'm going to check it out tonight. That's what I'm going to watch tonight. After talking to you, I wanted to talk to you first, and so
Yeah,
I got you know how you get the summary
right,
of a movie, you
right,
get that trailer,
right,
so this is my trailer. I had a personal in-depth trailer, so
right.
I needed that detailed trailer, so now I can go check out
Once
the
you
interview.
see what you see tonight, it's gonna fall
Yeah.
right in.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, Pink Confinement is the YouTube channel, and that's the name of the docu series too. Shannon, you got a TikTok. Yeah, you got TikTok also. What's that TikTok?
80s baby.
And
Uh,
the bingo. You
the
got a
bingo,
bingo.
a big Jordan 23,
All right.
and
That's
my
this.
my Facebook is Gemini Man, and my Instagram you can reach me at the Notorious Biggie Smalls.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we definitely have those links in the episode description for those who are watching or listening. We have those links for you available. Make sure if you have watched this all the way to the end, make sure you share this with someone someone you don't know, as it does help to further the message of the program. And don't forget to leave us a comment. Comments are appreciated. If you have something directly that you need to put out there to Shannon, hit her up on her links. But if you're still having trouble, you can hit us up, and we will make sure we forward that message over to Shannon. And the feedback is appreciated. So that's all we got for today. Uh,
Thank
um, you are so welcome, Shannon. You're a great guest. So just hold the line
you.
just quickly. Yeah. Uh, so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, many blessings, peace, and lots of love. This is the Transform You Live show with your host, Marcus Hart.